Alright, let's do it, let's do it. Man, I did not clean up last time I worked here. I hate that feeling. Zoom in on the chat just in case we get some people to come through at this time. So it's like 1:40 in the morning here. Honestly, I kind of want something chill. Okay. I think we're gonna need this guy. Alright, so this thing, this crybaby, can run off of a battery or it can run off of DC input. Multitasking, let's go, my man. Juan himself, my compatriot in this YouTube game. Man, this thing is from how long ago? Adapter. Yeah, that AC adapter is corroded to heck. Input, output, another output, and then we have dials to variable. Clockwise higher, fine tune lower, H range. Clockwise is lower, this is higher. Okay. Interesting. Well, let's try to crack this thing open. Let's see what we get. Yeah, audio equipment would be a cool subsection of the electronic game to get into. Boost red on green LED. So green LED just means it's on. Customer supplied these batteries, which is really cool. Appreciate that he did that. Saves me the hassle to try to find some 9 volts. I don't really keep 9 volts on tap too much here in the pack house. Let's see what we can do. Oh, they put a little indentation. Look at that, modern society, making it convenient to pull batteries out of their blister pack. Well, not entirely a blister pack. Is there a power switch for this one? Does it just get power automatically? Okay, so I think that's what the issue was, not getting power at all. Alright, let's unscrew this thing. Looks like we need a Phillips. These are pretty wide screws. Let me try this bit first. It's the one we need. This one. You know what? I should take pictures of this one, because this is like unique and different. Let me take pictures. Let me take a bunch of pictures actually. Square by square, or 1:1 aspect ratio. Alright, nice. Let's continue with removing some screws. Circuit's not that complex. See electrolytics. It's a sign of something. Okay. Interesting. So these are the inputs. It's like an internal switch. Besides it being corroded, it's soldered on fairly well. I'm not seeing anything crazy so far yet. I'm trying to do like a visual inspection. Or if we have just components that are just not doing their thing anymore. This thing doesn't seem to spring back. How is this thing supposed to... Where's the spring for this thing? Like, it doesn't have its spring anymore. I'm sure there's supposed to be something over this guy. These plastic gears. Yep, we got plastic gears. Alright, let's see if we can figure out where the voltage is stopping. You know what? It might be worthwhile to remove this guy. Okay, these LEDs do come out. This button slides off, I'm guessing. Oh, is it literally just held in like that? Interesting. Nice. Can push this back onto the switch. Nice. Alright, so we're gonna keep this button over here. Let's see if we can figure out why this thing is not getting any juice. So first things first, let's verify the battery's good. It should be, obviously. I took it. It's a brand new battery. Taken out of a fresh pack. Energizer 9V. Let's see what we can get out of this guy. It's our ground. Should be 9 volts. 9.55. This is a super healthy battery. Vassal. It's an inductor. Alright, so I'm seeing... Ooh, taking this thing out is going to be a little bit of a bear, but that's okay. I think we can do it. Let me see how far I can get by removing these 3 screws. See if there's any place that resists me in getting this thing out. There's 1, 2. Does this top plate come off at all? It's like a solid piece of metal. Alright, let's see where 9 volts is going on this guy. I just connected the battery, so the battery is in circuit. Let's see. Alright, it's going through the wire. So this is ground. I know it is if the screw is in. Okay. So here's 9 volts. I don't want to see if there's any components on the other side of this guy. Well, I don't know if I'll be able to see that. Man, how do you get something like this out? Is it jam nuts? Okay, so they have jam nuts. I wonder if I need like a socket in order to remove that. Alright, I'm probably gonna need a some type of socket. I still have that socket around here. That's way too small. Yeah, that's the only socket I have around here. It's way too small. It's probably a 1/4 inch. I will be back. I'm gonna try to get a 1/4 inch socket for my garage. Ooh, I did not like my camera like that. Why is it like that? I got knocked. Okay. Alright. Let's go to the garage. I'm gonna put my BRB overlay on. I wish I had like my socket sets on one of those little holders. I need to get those. It's not in here. I guess I could have just brought in hindsight, I could have brought the foot pedal over and worked on it and just brought it over there to figure out the size I needed. Interesting. Good morning. Just woke up, huh? BRB, need coffee. Hey, Dream. 12 millimeter? Oh, this one seems to grow. This one doesn't. It's not 3/8. Pretty sure it's a 1/4. Alright, I'm gonna bring this with me. And I shall return. Gotta make sure I can find the right socket I need. So I'm bringing the pedal with me to the garage to find the right socket. I think an 11 millimeter might work here. That's nice. They're not like super tight. Nice. So that's what holds it in. That's perfect. Okay, this design isn't going to be obnoxious. That's good. Actually, let's get the washer back on there. Nice, that right side. You know what? I don't need the battery connected for this part. Alright, let's get this side. Okay, more of the PCB should be able to come out. Okay, how do I get these knobs out? The only thing holding it in are these turn dials, which I'm thinking you can probably just pull the caps off of. I don't want to pull too hard. Let me see if they're keyed. You know what, actually? I wonder what size this is. Alright, let me see if I can loosen up this jam nut. And this thing needs new grease ASAP. I'm gonna clean the rack and pinion that they have going on here. Because boy, is that thing full of hair. Make it slide a little better. Alright, then I'm guessing this whole thing just lifts out. 100K potentiometer. This thing should push out. Oh no, it's held in place by this PCB. Let me see if I can push here. Let me see. Okay, I guess if I loosen this screw, that'll allow me to move that gear that's holding it in place. Let me get this screw out of here. Only one with a lock nut. It's like a cable tie that they use to kind of hold this gear in place. Okay, so now that I have that out of my way, wonder if this can allow me to wiggle this out enough. It may not. I could get this out of the way, man. That would be so nice. Guitar pedal? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's a vintage Dunlop dime crybaby. Classic piece of audio equipment. I'm trying to take this thing apart with the least amount of effort, but this thing is wanting me to use some effort. I don't really appreciate that, but it is what it is right now. It's these little dials, man. They're in the way. And I don't know a way to get them out of my way. Allen key? No. I'm not seeing where an Allen key would be useful. Here, maybe let me try to use the microscope cam to give you guys a better view of what I'm seeing. So it's these dials. They're like little turn dials. Sometimes these turn dials you can yeah, I can't go any higher than that. Uh-oh. What was that? Oh, that thing slide into place. Yeah. And I had it in zoom, and it just was not in zoom anymore. What was that? Oh, this thing fell. Okay, I see what happened. This guy. He came down. There we go. So we have these switches, these dials. I don't know the proper way to get these out. Once I could get these out, that'd be perfect, but I don't know if there's another arithmetic. The big knob on the other side. Oh, like with the set screw here. Talking about getting in through there. And the dial right here. Can try that. But that won't necessarily help me with this side. That'll help me get this side out, but this side I'm not worried about at all. Maybe I will need to later when it comes to let's go back to the overhead. don't see anything resembling a fuse on this side of the board. All needs to out after the big knob. Do I have a small enough Allen key? Let's see. If I have anything smaller. Board can be angled to get the 3 pots out. Yeah. I don't even know if there's anything in there. Let me see if I can see it through the microscope. I don't know if there's much of that Allen key left. Now you got me curious, Dream. Have you ever worked on one of these before? Use the Torx or a bad Allen. Oh yeah, true. That star pattern can sometimes help. How you doing, Yank? Oh, nah, the Allen is fine. Okay, I just wasn't using a large enough one. 1 second, we can change that right now. See if this is the one. Yes, sir. Being very careful. Can't say. Popping in to say hello. Oh, can't stay. Yeah, it's probably getting pretty late for you. There's a plastic washer in here. Still in time. Okay, then we have a jam nut, which hopefully is the same 11mm. Dang. Guess I was getting lucky with the 11. Looks like a 12. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna head to my garage and get another socket for this to take this pot out. Millimeters, where are you? I made in the US. Using, you know, nice. Of course, I find the tool factor. Finally found the 1/2" socket I needed. But the thing is like, I was trying to use a 12, but that's alright. I'm not going to complain for something that works. Is this for a service, refurb, or repair? Repair. Not necessarily a refurb, but a repair. And this guy, he's a musician. He wants to keep this intact because I guess they don't really make these anymore. So let's get this jam nut off. It came off already. I'll put that here so I remember where it came from. Alright, nice. Ooh, the lock washer. This went on the inner side. I gotta remember that. This thing is a pain. I don't know what angle I can use. Oh, okay. Looks like we're getting a little somewhere. Just a little though, not enough. It's this, it's like slotted. Here, so I can show you this. I can show you guys what I'm seeing. This middle, like, rack and pinions thing they have going on for the actual pedal is slotted. So, like, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm fighting with right here. So there's one slot here. I don't know if you guys see that. It's like slotted into the main PCB, and then there's one here. And it's slotted, and that's what's the last thing, piece of the puzzle I need to get around. And then I can get to what I want to get to in order to do my checks. No balances, all checks. Alright, maxed out the jam nut on this guy. Maybe that'll give me just a little bit more clearance I need in order to do what I need to do here. Was that the first we chatted up on stream? Yeah, where you actually responded to me. I've chatted before, Juan, but I think you were busy or maybe you stepped away. This is preventing me from doing what I need to do. I feel like it shouldn't, but maybe it is. This guy. So we need to remove this jam nut. Guess let me get a half-inch wrench. Be right back. Half-inch wrench time. Wish I had a smaller crescent wrench. That would be nice. Then I can just vary it for whatever I need. But I have plenty of half-inch wrenches. It's 9/16. Alright, found the right wrench that we needed. It's a 9/16 for this actual like pedal pin. It should be about coming off now. We just got a washer and a nut. Let's get this piece out. Nice. Alright, let's see if having this out helps, gives me enough of the clearance I need. Now you know what I sound like. Yeah, man. Not exactly what I expected, but I think if I see you, it'll make sense. Like, see you in person, one. And not saying that's in a bad way. Didn't make a difference. It's this guy. This guy needs to come out. Like almost clear. Wait, where'd this come from? Oh, from the switch. Okay. I sound young, man. That's what people say all the time. Yeah, you do, actually. Don't mind my noggin. I just need to use it for a little bit. I just want to like cut those tabs a little bit, but I know that's not the answer. Good morning, Jeff. Hey, Andy. How you doing, Swindon? Excuse me. Y'all weren't supposed to see that. I'm surprised this jam nut's still spinning, truth be told. I actually look young too. I get to keep it real. I grew a beard to look my age, otherwise I look like a 6-foot kid fresh out of college. Man, what people would give to have that kind of situation going on for them. Oh, this guitar pedal. You are aggravating my soul. I'll tell you that right now. Always mark the ratchet and pot. Always mark the ratchet and pot. Oh yeah, fair. Even if I desoldered the wires, that wouldn't do anything. It's these guys, man. Which I don't have to take out or anything crazy like that. Let me see if I can find something online instead of fighting with this thing and getting nowhere. If anybody has gotten to this same point. I need to get like YouTube Premium on my Wolfpack account. Hopefully this guy's is so much easier than what I'm dealing with. That board is nothing. Interesting. Okay, well, back to doing what I was doing, I guess. Yeah, that's crazy. I just need to get this piece out of here. Trying to think if there's anything else that'd be resisting me at this point, and no, absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's just these dang pots. Zoom in overhead if you can, Jeff. Alright, sure. I'll use my microscope cam with that reduction lens. That will help as best as I can. Show you guys what I'm seeing. So it's these like grooves that are causing me issue right over here. That's what I want to figure out. It's just a mechanical thing, just getting this out the way. I can get this right side out of the slot pretty easy. This part is not a problem. It's this part. See, it's starting to rub away at the PCB. I just can't think of what other way would they want this to go. You don't have YouTube Premium, Jeff? Dang. I get it's tough out here for a pimp. Gotta put eggs on layaway for Pete's sakes. Yeah, I know. Falling on a budget out here. I almost want to break the PCB right here, like just cut it, because it doesn't, it's just there for mechanical reasons. But I hate doing that. I don't like changing stuff in that kind of way. I don't need to. And it's like once this clears, I'll be able to just lift this out. But I gotta clear that thing. Lift the pot with the main board. Let me try that. Can it be angled enough to do that? It's causing interference. So the real interference are these three, like, pots. There's like 3 of them. These 3 here is what's causing me the most grief right now. If it was just a straight lift, it'd be perfect, but it's not. These guys are in the way. Is it also on grub screw. Not sure what that is. Some type of little hole. Oh look, these have like a little hole. I wonder if I can put something through there. Screw holding the cog on the pot. Oh, okay, like a set screw. Call it a grub screw as well. Gotcha. Let me see. Thought I was seeing a screw. Oh, wait. Let's go over to the overhead. No. Thought I saw one. Not seeing any position with a screw that would be holding it in place. This thing in the back, can you like push it through or something? This little black nub. Take a swig of. Uh-oh. This thing a little stuck. There we go. Can't force it too much. Wow, I'm actually like impressed. This thing got me stumped a little. So at this point, this thing is just floating. This is floating. Yeah, this thing's gonna need fresh lithium grease. For sure. sleeping trouble like me, dang, but streaming helps, doesn't it? It's relaxing and entertaining at the same time. I just wish my kids are sound asleep. Yeah, man. Especially for you, like you're playing something. I know there was that one time I couldn't sleep and I was playing Zelda. It was nice. There's something nice about that. Very. This is so little, man. Like if I just trim that piece off just a little bit. Alright. Guys, don't hate me later, I promise. See if I can trim the least amount of material to get this thing out of my way. Excuse me? Even then, some material reduction, still nothing. I should be able to rotate it this way. Most of this video is going to be me fighting with this thing. This is where I wish I could just jump cut to where I get this thing open. I'm not fighting with this thing. Efficient. I can already tell now. starting to get to that frustration point. I wonder how these technicians in the factory work on this thing. Or how do they assemble this thing? You can go like this. You can rotate the whole thing, maybe? Well, I can clear this piece. I should be able to just rotate the whole thing. There we go. Finally. Jeez. Damn. Success. One eternity later. Jeez Louise. We got it, finally. Jeez. It took way longer than I wanted it to. That's just the tiredness seeping in, causing frustration. You got this, my guy. Thanks, man. We got it. All you need is faith the size of a mustard seed. That's what they say, at least. Let's clean these guys off. And have grime of, I don't know, however many shows this thing has been through. Wow, the bottom of the board is so simple, I didn't even need it to access it. This is like beyond simple. Dang it. I just wanted to make sure. Ooh. Okay, I didn't scratch that trace away. That's good. Let's get a brush. Excuse me. What the heck, mustard seed? Never heard that. Really? That's like a common saying. Maybe it's like a southern thing, but people say it all the time. It comes from the Bible. I forget what scripture it was. I think it's something like, it's a quote from Jesus. The symbolic purpose and point of that is like a mustard seed is like one of the smallest seeds, but it grows one of the biggest trees. I missed the beginning. Is this a guitar pedal? Yeah, it surely is. It is a guitar pedal, yes sir. And here I was doing all this, and I didn't even need to access the bottom. But at least now I did. I know how to take this thing apart now. Alright, now we can do some troubleshooting. Now with the microscope I have, it'll be pretty cool to show you guys. The problem is, it's just not turning on. And I see electrolytics, so that automatically like puts me on alert for something of this age, because this is like old. I think before the 80s or something. So we're gonna go through and check components and see if they're good or not. Make sure you guys can see. It's probably important, right? Don't you think? Maybe. This is far from old, Jeff? Really? He said it was like a classic version. Like, I know there's Dime Crybabies, but this one in particular is like an older model or something. That's what the guy was telling me. I don't know. I'm just repeating stuff at this point. I know they still make this product, but apparently this one he has was like from the 40s or something. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it with all these surface mount parts. Alright, I'm gonna put my meter in diode mode. Because what the heck is diode mode? The real mode. Silk screen SMD kind of give it away. Exactly, that's what I was saying. It's not that old. It's got some older components, but it's not old. Alright, do I see any discoloration? I guess let's just go through. Check. Meter is in diode mode. Let's see, so we have our positive here. this one's giving me a voltage reading, but this one did not. This one's reading open. Flip my leads around. Yeah, this one's open. That's not good. Well, that's one that needs to be replaced, and I might have one of these 4.7. Ooh, 35 volts though. I don't think I have one rated that high though. Okay, on this guy. I know he's a resistor, but let me see. Mode. We're getting 23.7 k ohms. Alright, about this resistor. Mega ohms, okay. 10 k ohms. Oh, my bad. Make sure I'm in the frame pretty good. Just rotate this. Oh man, I moved my overhead. Okay. But yeah, Dream, you're totally right. The silk screen is way too good. It's too crispy. Honestly, I think this thing just needs a recap service. This one I'm reading open. Let me flip my leads. Same thing. Reading open. Oh my bad. Of course the one I'm probing is not in frame. Mind you, I am in diode mode. Unlikely to be the cap in my experience. This thing's like getting, I guess, let me apply my battery now. Let me check voltage. I don't see a power switch on this thing, so I don't know if it just, once it gets power, it's supposed to turn on. But when it's on, this green LED is supposed to light up, from my understanding of the circuit thus far. I take a lot of abuse, yeah. Check to make sure the LED works. See if we can get it to light up. Let's try that again. Meter and diode mode. Maybe the LED is just bad. Let's see if this LED is good. I'm shocked to not be able to light up an LED. Could it be? Dreams is always right. It's frustrating. That's not a bad thing. It's nice to have him on our team. What could it be then? Alright. Check voltages. So, is it coming through this part of the cable? Yes, we get 9.55 volts. Let me check. This ground. No, this is... So this is ground. Alright, I'm probing on the underside of the board. Let me zoom it, let me back it up a little bit. So it looks like ground is in my left hand, so from the left side, ground, and then positive. So this is 9.5. So this, the middle pin's 9.5. We're getting 9.5 here. which is this guy. So this is positive, this is ground. Let's double check. Yes. Alright. Cool. Well, if this is our ground, let me switch hands. Okay, 9.5. Let's just go to does it pass all the way through? Let's see. So this is ground. If this is 9.5 as well. Yes, it is. Okay. So it's going over here and gets split twice. We have one position here, which I have my ground lead on. Position here. So those are both ground. Right. Still getting 9.5. Other spot it goes to is this via, which is coming right here. So this via should be 9.5. Am I mistaken? From here to here I get 9.5, but here I don't get 9. Oh, okay, maybe it's a different ground. The screw mounts aren't on the ground point. Okay, we're still getting 9.5 here. Do we get it at this resistor? Yes. What do we get on the other side? 9.5. Good. Alright, so power is getting all the way over here. Simple split off to this position right here. Still 9.5. Still 9.5. Okay, I wonder what the output pins of this thing are. If I had to guess, is maybe this guy. Let's see what voltage we get on this guy. 9 volts. What about this guy? 9 point. It seems to be dropping. It started 9.5. Now it's 9 flat. Okay. This guy should do the same thing. Should be 9 flat. Yep. Is this foot switch getting V's? What's V's? Or VS? Like, that is 9 volts. Still getting 9 volts. Nice. Just go over here. Still 9. Should be great. Okay. But this thing split off here. LED. 9 at that LED. Voltage? Yeah, I have a 9-volt battery attached to this thing. As far as I know, there's no power switches. It seems as though once you attach... Here, let me show you on the overhead, Andy. So customers supply 9-volt batteries, because this thing's supposed to be powered by either 9 volts or a DC or AC adapter. I'm not understanding where the circuit is failing, so that's why I'm probing around. Checking voltage rails. This 9-volt rail, seeing all the places it goes to. If I see anything out of the ordinary, that'll raise a flag for me to keep going. Not ground these things, so it's interesting. 9 volts there, and that's getting spread. Is this 9 volts? Yes, it is. Push the switch in. Yep, that becomes 9 volts. Okay. But I feel like that's so far away from power. Is that expected behavior? Nine point five. 9.0. 9.5. 9.5. Which then goes to the LED, which is also 9.5. to turn on off the pedal? As far as I know, no. Not seeing it. You can connect things. Here, let me look at the bottom plate. I'll get the bottom plate on my overhead camera so you guys can see what all the inputs are and all the controls you have are. So you have the WAH range. Right side you have volume. Oh, maybe it's the volume switch, actually. Nope, I just spun it all the way in one direction, all the way in the other. Sometimes they have like an extra notch before you start. You have an input, an output, an adapter, output, input. Input when JP2 is switched to position 2 closest to the jack. Oh, it's on the board. I see what they're talking about. I've got a bloody soundbar coming back to me for the 3rd time. It's working for me, but not the customer. I hate it. Then this is boost selector. This is off. This is on. Dude, that soundbar. Hopefully it comes. It starts to work, and you get it once and for all, and then you're done with it. I don't know, man. Alright, let me keep probing. Let me see if I can find some voltages that are weird. Take you guys with me on this trip. I think my melatonin's starting to kick in now, which is nice. It's good. 9.5. 9.5. 9.1. These bumpy ground. This is ground, and I'm getting 9.5 on both sides. Is this capacitor shorted? Let me remove voltage and check this cap and diode mode. This is kind of the fun stuff, low key. Nope, getting a voltage drop. Or voltage drop. I think because they're rated so high. 1.5 voltage drop. Excuse me. Alright, let me reattach my 9-volt battery and keep looking for where the rail goes. I still end up not being in frame. So we're getting 9.04 here. Big chungus guy over here. What is this guy? They measure across this cap. So again, ground is here for sure. probably easier to go to him, Andy. Oh yeah, true. To be honest, I should have tested it on TV, really. Oh, did you test it with Bluetooth and not through HDMI or something? It's one of those like newer soundbars. Is it like is it that Sonos or the Samsung or a Sony? Yeah. Solid voltage. Solid. Yeah, that cap is fine. Wish I could see something that was like obvious. I don't even see a fuse. This is expect this thing to just do its thing no matter what. Never go haywire. It's probably as smashed as the one on the soundbar. No, I tested it through my PC via optical port. His original port got broken. Oh, okay. Right, that's how optical is. Excuse me. Approaching 3 a.m. I've been streaming for an hour and 20 minutes. Okay. I told myself 2 hours tops. .5 1 9.7, that's interesting. 5 so far I'm not seeing anything crazy. Seems like voltage is going everywhere it needs to go. How's there 9 volts there? You know what? Is the fuse good? What fuse? I was looking for a fuse. It's kicking in. Oh yeah. I'm just going to have to spend an hour trying to get it set up through my TV. Apparently this is an L1. Oh, just hit 3 a.m. I know because my... What was it? Huh. Yeah. I was hoping to find a fuse or something. Not seeing any fuses. Let's see what this cap is doing. Alright, it's fine that way. Fine that way. This cap is fine. Holy moly, man. Alright, let me check resistances. 1.02K, this should be the same. 0.97K. Okay, 223. 19.5K. 101, it's 100 ohm. This should be a short. Yeah, this is a short, which is expected, right? You see 000 on it. It's supposed to be like no impedance. So this is just a jumper. Okay, we have 223 again. $21.8. 9.76 mega ohm. He said, no red light, no sound, simples. You're gonna end up right before you pass out, see somebody from a distance dancing in a room, blur vision singing. It's all about the bitch this guy. That's funny. That's a good idea, Dream. He says there's a red light coming from the TV though, but at least I can see the state of his port. Yeah, good idea. Have customers send a picture. It's all of, and then 7.3. Yep, that's fine. That's fine too. 52. 474K. Yep, 465K. This should be a similar value. Negative 1.7 mega ohms. Seems a little high. 1.8 mega ohms. Is that wrong though? This guy. What's up with this guy? Is that a crack? So this resistor R8, I'm getting negative 1.4 mega ohms. These sell for like 150 pound. Yeah. Does that seem off to you guys? 1.4 mega ohms with polarity. Alright, let's keep going. $65K. It looks like it's cracked. It does look cracked. I mean, I scored it this way, but there's a little score this way. Alright, it seems to be dropping. We're at like 0.9 mega ohms. I wonder if a cap was holding it up. I wonder if this cap was holding it up. Let me see if we have a voltage drop across this guy. Yeah, 1.5 volts. And then open on this side. Okay. It's expected. That resistor is cracked. Exactly. Hey Dad, how you doing? I'm surprised you're awake. This resistor seems like a problem. I know I just scored it this way and I kind of wish I didn't, but this one. It also looks a little like messed up. I wonder if I take it out of circuit, what do I get? An SMD resistor with 474. Take them out? Okay. Let me turn my iron on. Get some flux on that boy. Of course, it's got to be one in like the most annoying position you can think of. What the heck? So, oh yeah, Dad, have you noticed I got a new microscope camera reduction? So now I can show everybody what I'm actually doing. You see the FOV on this thing? It's not so zoomed in. Did some research and figured it out and got the right reduction lens on my microscope camera. Huge quality of life improvement for the WolfPack stream. It's much better. Yes, sir. Alright, how do I want to go about this? I wonder if I can just do a ball of solder. Is my tip wide enough to do that? May not be. Might have to dual wield. Use a soldering iron in each hand, like Halo 2. Get this fluff out of here. Get that debris out of here. Use the heat blower? I don't know. There's some plastic components nearby and an electrolytic. Here, I'll just do this. Get this guy, get that guy out of here. Get off. Get off. There we go. Alright. Dual wield successful. It's the beauty of having two soldering irons sometimes. Well, all the time, really. Alright, let's see what we... Yo, yeah. This boy is looking rough. Yeah, it likes to stick on places. Alright, let me see if I can get a measurement with it out of circuit. I'm gonna put it in the flux so it can kind of be sticky and stay put while I try to probe on it. Oh, sorry. Didn't have it in view. There it is right here. Got it removed. Let's see what we get. My meter is in resistance, ohm mode, whatever you want to call it. Crap. It's hard to hold it long enough to even... Nope, this thing is fine. I'm reading 4.65K. This resistor is fine. It's definitely at its tolerance limit, or, you know, it's milking its tolerance rating, but this resistor is fine. Dang it. 4.65K, huh? Son of a nipple. I wonder if I should leave it out. 4.6K? Yeah, I was getting 4.65K. Which I think is intolerance. I'm assuming this is like a 10%er. Oh, sorry. Yeah, hold on. Let me measure it again. I think I misspoke, and I don't remember. I'm gonna read it verbatim next time. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. You're right. Yeah, because if it's 4 point anything, it'd be wrong. I think it was 460. $465K. My bad. Yeah, 465.3. 465.3K. Let me put it in the chat. 465.3K. Hour 35. Alright, let me get this guy back in there. I kind of want to leave him out. What am I getting on the pads? Let me see what I'm getting on the pads. 52K across the pads. Does that make sense? Oh, sorry, wrong way, guys. My bad. Don't mean to give you guys seizure. Alright, that signal seems to be going to this. It's like a film cap? Film capacitor? It's definitely not ceramic. This guy is like a little green too. This guy right here. DCQ WAHC10. Okay, I get 0 voltage drop that way. 0 ohms voltage drop that way. Guessing same thing on this guy. Yep, same thing on both. Interesting. Okay, and this thing gets a signal coming from this pot. Oh no. Oh, it goes past it. It goes to this via right here. Which I don't care anymore at that point. Okay, let me keep probing resistors. Let me see if I find anything interesting. 82. 81.1K, that's expected. 683 is written on there. 67.9. Okay, that's fine. That's within tolerance. What's this guy? 105. We're getting 0.992 mega ohms. Seems kind of high. 222. 2.2K. Nice. We got a 223. 22.1K. We have another 105. It's reading 52.2K. Seems kind of low. What does this guy read? 55K. It's like half. I wonder if it's like, no, it's not the connector because it's getting all the way through the circuit. Are these short? No, they're not shorted. Alright, let me connect my 9-volt battery again and let me see if I can come across anything, because right now I have 0 leads as to what the issue can be. Visually, the circuit looks fine. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna put my ground lead on this guy. I'm gonna come over. 9.4 volts. 9.5. Why is there voltage on both sides? Maybe that makes sense. I don't know the circuit exactly, but excuse me. Five, 9.08. Bro, I am not understanding. I'm not seeing any failure. Thought we had a cracked resistor, but nope, that resistor is totally fine. What could it possibly be? What is the issue? No power up? Yeah, no power up. So, well, in my experience, it's a switch port or pot. 99% of cases with these, the other 1% is they have a bad cable to or from the amp. So yeah, Dad. When this thing can be powered either by a DC input, which is this barrel connector here, and right next to it we have an 9-volt battery slot, which the battery usually sits here when it's all covered and pretty looking. And apparently when this thing is on, this green light's supposed to come on, and how I know that and how I can tell you is because based on the bottom plate that shows you all the I/O, on is green LED, and there's no power switch unless it's one of the pots that becomes a power switch, but I don't think so. No light came on from me spinning this guy. Spinning these guys, nothing. Like, are you saying, Dream, that the potentiometer shorts? It's a switch port. Switch port. Switch port. You know what? Let's look at these ports underneath the microscope real quick. Let me see if I can see anything, but so far this thing looks totally fine. What a pain. What a bummer. I mean, there's crud in there, but meh, nothing to write home about. You know what I mean? Excuse me, wrong way. Is the board above the map part of this pedal also? No, that's a separate thing. That's a 3DS that I've parked for a little while now. I wonder if it's a short. I mean, you guys can see the corrosion on that power pin, right? On this power connector, especially the center post, which is usually the negative, or I mean positive, excuse me. Usually the positive is on that center post. They don't come on until you plug them in. They share a 9-volt pin, and I know 9 volts has been going everywhere. You found the fault? That port is missing the side pin? LOL? Side pin? What side pin? I see a pin on the bottom. Wait, this port? What do you mean? The power, the 9-volt port, or he never tried a battery? He did. He said he did try a battery and got nothing. The power port. Okay. I think the pin you're talking about is on the bottom, right? The ground pin? Is that what you're talking about? I see it on the bottom here. Let me see if it's zoomed, if this is right, proper. Sometimes the power port is a switch. Yes, I've seen that on headphone jacks that look like this. Like when you plug it in, it sends the signal one place. When you disconnect the 3.5 millimeter jack, the signal goes somewhere else. I don't know. I don't. Right here, let me try to clean this up. Yeah, that'll help. Sorry, guys. Try to have this thing in frame. Yeah, I think the pin you might be talking about is this bottom one. Try up from the DC jack. I do, but I don't think that's gonna do anything because electrically, Andy, the center pin is there and corroded. Yes, there is corrosion on it. But the thing is when I connected via the battery connector, this guy, I was getting voltage everywhere. Oh, it was just crap. Yeah, it was just some crud. See, here's the side pin, the ground pin. This guy is at the bottom, not the sides. He's just on the bottom here. God, this thing is so frustrating. But this is the shared pin. So this is the battery input. This is the power jack input. They both share this ground. And you see they go to the same. The traces are essentially the same for voltage. Because once you put power on here, on the battery side, on this battery input pins, you get power here too. And it goes everywhere. From the test you have done, looks like it should work. Right. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. I'm literally not seeing what the heck is wrong with this thing. I mean, the pot. Seems fine. I mean, I could probe it at different positions, but I don't think that's gonna do anything for me. This is one of those things that I want to soak in contact cleaner, like electrical contact cleaner. A rheostat? Is it? Would this be considered more of a rheostat? I would have to look into that. Damn it, man. I wanted to get this thing done, but I am honestly not seeing what's wrong with it. It should work. It should freaking work. I don't see anything obvious. No burned components. No corroded solder joints to the point where it wouldn't work at all. I'm not seeing any of that. I mean, there's an exposed trace, but I think that was by me, which I'll need to put like a solder mask on when I was trying to get that freaking piece out. Looks like a selector switch. Yes. Yeah, it spins into a certain position and then stops. Where is it? Right here. Like when you spin it. Man, I gotta get a good grip on this thing. Jeez. Don't call me wimpy. There we go. Yeah. Select these different positions, which still have enough metal contact on them to not make me alarmed. And it's only 5 positions, and they seem to be just fine. Hold on one second. I got an itch. Oh, man, I've been flipping this thing around. That resistor's just floating. Shout out to Flux, keeping it tacky. Before I make a dumb mistake and have this thing fall off the board, let me solder this thing back in place. Honestly. Let me do that now before something stupid happens, and then I'm going to be salty. I don't like going to bed salty. Alright, let's get this resistor back on here. The falsely accused resistor. Falsely accused by me. Bolin Keisha. Bolin Keisha messaged me on Instagram, I guess. Reacted to your story. Looks like a scam. Fiji Magazine. Okay, buddy. Yeah, I was born at night, but I wasn't born last night. I'll tell you that much. Alright, let's get this over here. I'm gonna switch hands. It's funny, soldering is the one thing that I'm kind of ambidextrous at. I guess video games too, technically, but it's kind of interesting that way. I wouldn't consider myself an ambidextrous person. Ooh, that pulled right into where it needed to be. These are that cheap nowadays. I rarely repair them. Honestly, I took it in just for like the ability to make a post on it if I was able to fix it, because I do want to branch out into more music equipment because I think it'll be a bit more profitable. You know, and at the end of the day, I want to be WolfPackElectronics, not Wolfpack, we're fixing your PS5 HDMI port today. And there's nothing wrong with that. I like the challenge and the excitement of working on new things, but that's me personally. Some people like their bread and butter and they just keep doing that. Does that 9-volt in go through any diode, or is there a zener across it? Dad, you know what, Dad? I thought the same thing. There's no fuse, there's no zener. There are diodes. There is a diode. But I checked voltages across the diode with the battery connected, and they were fine. So here's some of those like 3-pin diodes. I'm going to connect the battery again, use my meter in voltage mode, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm seeing across them. So from the right side, this is my ground pin. I'm going to put this on ground here. Verifying, yep, we get 9.55 volts. So we have D3 and D4. Let me get more frame. So this is D3. On this pin, get 0, so I'm guessing that's ground. This one, I get 8.28, which seems a little low. Everything else has been higher in the circuit. Which goes to this cap, which is 8.28, and then here, get 8.62. Audio equipment is a good hobby, but a bad business move. Many times, audio is a big rabbit hole without schematics. Does that... as a regulator. It could. Oh, my chat's a little cut off. There we go. Yeah, I have seen diodes used as regulators. Yeah, like you can use a zener that way to hold a voltage or clamp a voltage where you want it. 8.6. What do we get here? I get 9.13. What do I get here? 9.13. Which, if I was a betting man, I would bet these things to be the same. I don't... Oh no, they're not the same part. This is a Q part, so it's probably just a switching part. Component 9.8. Wait, what? Am I not seeing something right? .6. What do we get here? 8.6. We get 9.12. 9.12. 9.12. 8.2. 8. Dude, they mirror each other. This circuit and this circuit, they mirror each other. You will lose 1 volt through the diode. That makes sense. Yeah, having a 1 volt voltage drop. I can see that. 9.09. 9.12. 9.09. 9.12. Oh, this thing is very salination. Oh, that's cute. Wait, what's cute? You fixed the soundbar? Or the song? Or my dad? They mirror each other? Andy, bruh. This man's funny. 9.5, okay. Let's see, what do we get here? What is this, a Q part? It's not a diode. It's a transistor though. 9.5. 9.4. 9.5. I'm hoping like maybe there would be a cracked solder joint. Nothing, man. There's nothing. At this point, I just want to reflow stuff because I don't know what else it could be. I literally don't know what else it could be. Wow, I guess they didn't have the right footprint part. You see how wide this part is for the pad? That's a little funny. They were just like, just put it down anyway, we'll be fine. And I mean, they're not wrong. It fits. I'm surprised they didn't use something like this though. It's from factory where they used the wrong size footprint. And I guess they didn't want to do another board spin, so they're just like, frick it, use it. What's this? What in the world can I possibly do? They marry each other. That's funny. Yeah, so what do you guys think? What is the verdict here? Do I just let the customer know, hey, just slide that diagnostic fee my way and be on your very way? 0.7K, that's interesting. 0.7K. Power it up and see for any hot items. Ah, that would be good. See, this is where the thermal camera would come in clutch. I'm waiting for Amazon to do their Prime Day deals, which they're doing in the beginning of October. Alright, time for me to potentially burn my finger. Yeah, I've been having this like weird thing on my hand. Like some type of rash on the palm of my hand. It's like peeling too. It's weird. Only on my right hand. Alright, let me see if anything gets hot. The semiconductors first. Cold. Try semiconductor first. I don't know how to power this thing on though. Maybe I need an input signal, which I don't have. Oh man. Yeah, this is a coil inductor. Never seen a coil go bad, like, let's say it's cracked or something. Yeah, it's a coil. Yeah, it's fine. Guys, I'm at a loss. Is it in the 9-volt path? I'm assuming yes, but here, I have it plugged up. I can just check real quick. Check my voltage reading. Zero volts. It's interesting. 0 volts across the coil? Let me try shorting the input for the guitar lead to see if it comes to life. Shorting the input for the guitar leads. Output, input. This is input. What did I want to do? I wanted to see. Hold on, let me see the coil input under the scope and see if we get anything interesting going on here. Let me switch my camera view. I have no idea how to enable it. Traces on this side, the traces are on here. Alright, so let me check it source to or reference to ground, this ground pin over here that I've been using before. Looks like this is shorted with one of the pins of the inductor. I'm getting 9.4. I guess let me see if I can flip it over. Keeping my probe on this. Oh wait, no, I can just do this. Just probe here on the bottom. This is the ground pin. This one's also ground. Oh no, it's 9.5. Is this the 9.5? Yeah. Okay, so this is ground. Right here. Let's move over to where the coil is, which is here. Let me come up some. What exploded in Swindon on the news? What? There was an explosion. 9.48. The other side should be the same. Yep. So there's no break in the coil or anything weird like that. Oh man. I'm running out of ideas, and I got master techs in my viewership right now. I don't know if you guys got anything, but I got nothing. Amazon van charging station? Oh boy. Time is it? Oh, I hit my 2-hour mark, guys. I think I'm gonna call it a night. Plus the melatonin was kicking in a little while ago. Alright, let's see. Picture. Let me get a picture though. That way I can show the customer I didn't just take their money. Yeah, of course, man. Appreciate you guys always stopping by, as always. But you know we're not done yet. We gotta do the thing. You know what time it is. There's 2 things that have to occur before I end my stream. 2 very important things that need to occur. I am going to bed. I hear you. Well, you're gonna miss the recap time. The recap and cleanup. Alright, which cleanup this time is just gonna be putting tools away because I am too tired to try to reassemble this thing. And I got to keep my word to myself to only stream for this amount of time. Alright. Still got a day job, you know? Alright, so let's put our tools away. Then we're gonna do a recap. Talk about how we didn't fix this thing. But at least I'm not crazy, because I feel like if there was something wrong that was obvious, I would have seen it. Not seeing it, so maybe that'll help me feel better going to sleep, at least. Right, this one's not usually here. Alright, let's transition over to the just chatting cam. Alright, my people. My Wolfpack people. So, in summary of this stream, 1, started it, couldn't really sleep, took a melatonin, was waiting for it to kick in. It's kicking in, for sure, I can confirm. Nintendo Direct. Was working on this Dunlop Crybaby, or Dunlop Dime Crybaby guitar pedal, or foot pedal. From a local musician. I was hoping to get further along, but from what I can see, troubleshooting and probing and taking measurements, I don't see where the circuit is failing. I'm not seeing anywhere where voltage isn't going. I saw a resistor that I thought was cracked, and you guys thought it was cracked too, took it off, it measured just fine. I mean, there's a very rare instance where resistors can look okay, and then under load they do weird jank, but it's so unlikely. It's negligible to even consider that. So at this point, I might spend like another few minutes at most, because I'm already spending 2 hours, which is well juicy amount of my diagnostic fee. My diagnostic fee gives you like an hour and a half, and then it's an hour hourly rate after that. So I think I did right by the customer at this point. Other than that, guys, appreciate you for stopping by for Wolfpack After Hours. You know I always appreciate it. And until next time, peace.